Okay, so can we start?
Hello.
Hello? Yes? Is it okay? Okay. So wonderful. Very, very warm welcome and thank you for coming and joining our session. We would like this session to be an interactive session and experiential, but before that, there will be some information sharing from our side so that we are on the same page. Basically, what we would like to propose today is to look at the transformation and implementation that we want to do here through the lens of inner dimension. We speak a lot about the finance, about the technologies, about the strategies, different resources, very important. But we believe that the change can happen when we touch the hearts and minds of people. So today, we would like to propose to look at values as an enabler for a change and implementation. So we will speak about values and also education. Values are like a compass that guide our choices. Values basically is the force that makes us do things that we believe are worthwhile. Without values, someone said, is it okay? Hello? Okay. So without values, someone said that we are like orphans, like without parents. And values are necessary to make things happen. Values like patience, perseverance, determination, they keep us going when things are not so easy. And then values like enthusiasm, compassion, kindness make us unlimited. So whatever we do, it's not only for ourselves, but for the whole life, for humanity, for the nature that we love. So today we will experiment with values-based education. Because even yesterday I have heard that education is a part of problem, while it should be part of solution. So let us see how we can change it, so it really becomes a solution that we need. So today we are going to explore values, to experience, and to exchange values.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. So you are saying exploring, experiencing, and exchanging, right?
Yes.
So, okay, the values you're saying sounds good, but how am I connected with values? How are you connected
Yeah.
with the values?
Yeah, that's actually a very valid question because we are not here just to speak theoretically about things. So, first of all, let me introduce myself. My
Okay.
name is Aneta, and I would say accepting Aneta. Okay? What's your name?
So my name is Piyush.
Piyush.
Okay.
And can you think about value that starts with the same letter as your name?
Well, there are a couple of them I can think. One is purpose,
Okay.
and one is power.
Okay.
So how do
So
I
choose
say
one.
purpose?
So then introduce yourself in this way.
So
Who are you?
I am Piyush and I am purpose.
Full of purpose.
Okay, so I'm purposeful.
Okay, so how does it sound now? How does it feel?
Okay, it sounds practical. So if I have to introduce myself like her, I am Piyush. I'm a purposeful Piyush. Do you all agree with me? Or do you agree with her?
Yes.
All right, I accept it, Anita.
You accepted me?
Yes,
Very
I
good.
accept it.
And I believe you have a good purpose in your life. That's why you are here, like
Yes.
all of us.
Yes.
Thank you. What about you? What is your name?
Easy for me because I already saw a demo. I am Simple Shantanu.
Simple Shantanu.
Yeah, because I think
Okay.
simplicity is kindness. That's my email signature also. So I am Simple Shantanu.
Yes.
What about
Yes.
you?
What about all of you? would you like to introduce yourselves in this way, please? Yes, you can think for 30 seconds. It's easy which value touches you, but also starts with the same letter as your name. We will help you. No problem.
So I'm Leia.
Yes,
Leia.
Leia.
I'm hard. I can't find one with an L. Loving.
Loyal.
Loving.
Loving.
Loyal. Yeah.
Yes. So who are you?
Loyal and loving Leia.
Yes, so wonderful. Thank you. Okay.
Okay. You hear me?
Yes.
My name is Mercedes.
Mercedes. Okay.
Yes. And a value.
Yes. Mercy.
Tell me.
Merciful. Merciful Mercedes.
Merciful. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm Mercedes. I'm what?
Modest.
Modest. Yes.
Mindful.
I like messenger. Messenger.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So what's your name?
My name is Mercedes and I'm messenger.
Yeah, bravo. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Veronica,
Veronica.
but I
and
also need help finding Veronica.
Victorious
Ah,
Veronica.
Victorious
Wow.
Veronica. Wow,
That's great.
Powerful.
Okay. Yeah, Victorious Veronica. Nice.
Hello everyone, my English name is Ryan,
Okay.
and my Chinese name is Yuklong Yip. I always ask my parents why they name like
Yes.
this Chinese name, and they said it actually it came from like a politician in Hong Kong. So when I think that really describes us like resiliency. So I'm
Resilience?
Ryan
Yeah.
and I'm resilient. Yeah.
Super. Thank you. And you, mom? No.
Hi, thanks. So I'm Emily, and I would say
Emily.
that I'm enthusiastic.
Yeah, thank you. So nice. Yes.
Hello, my name's Ed, and I sort of stumbled across this conversation a few minutes ago, and I'm just so thrilled to hear you talking of values and how important they are. So thank you. And I think beginning with E, I think I'll go for empathy and empathetic Ed.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Yeah.
I can go. My name is Russell Shihab, and it starts with R. I would say respect.
Yes, very beautiful. Thank you. And you?
I'm Jessica and
Joyful.
joyful. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And
probably
sister?
that's true.
I'm Amy and ambitious.
Ambitious, yeah, very good. Okay, thank you. So, how did it feel? Instead of introducing yourself only with your name, when we add this value, isn't it uplifting? Isn't it empowering? And this is really you. So today we would like to remember who we are and what we are, okay? So, no, okay. Go back.
Back. Can we go back?
Anyway, we will come back to this. So, no need to look there. This is for people who are online. I will explain our next reflection exercise. Because, as I said, we would like this to be interactive, okay? So now, in this quite noisy atmosphere, I would like you to relax, to go into silent place inside and think for a moment. We have heard already about some values. So what are the two main values, in your opinion, that would change the world if everyone in the world lived those values? And then, what kind of world would it be? How would it be to live in such a world? Two values, okay? So now everyone, let us think for ourselves, in your opinion, what two values, if everyone, here, so many people, and in the whole world would live those two values, that would make the world a beautiful place, harmonious place. What would it be? Which values, in your opinion, are the most important now? Just let's think for a few moments, okay? Okay. Are we ready? I think in the heart we all know what we need. Have. So who would like to start? If you would like to share those two values. Yes. Maybe one.
Cooperation and respect.
Yes, cooperation and respect. And you know, when we mention those values, when we say them aloud, they vibrate and they will make a difference. So it's good, cooperation and respect. Thank you, beautiful.
Empathy and respect too.
Yes, empathy and respect, wonderful.
I would also say respect
Yes.
and responsibility.
Respect and responsibility. Mm.
Compassion and
Yes.
curiosity.
Compassion and curiosity. Yes. Ryan?
I echo with her. I would
Yes.
say empathy and respect as well.
Yes, respect is winning. Nice. But all are beautiful. And sir, what about you?
They already say respect and empathy. I cannot
Yes.
go wrong with that. That's for
Yes,
sure. Thank you.
cannot. Actually, no one can go wrong.
I'd agree. Empathy and respect. Brilliant.
Yes, empathy and respect. And sir?
+1.
Okay. And you?
I was thinking of respect and wisdom.
I think we all are on the same wavelength. So respect was for me also, but I also thought unity.
Okay. And guess what? I also would say respect and gratitude. Isn't it nice? And Jessica, joyful Jessica, what are your values?
I'll say empathy and curiosity.
Thank you. So what kind of world we would live in if everyone would live these values? Can you imagine? Is it difficult to live these values? Is it difficult to be respectful, curious, empathetic? Is it? So why we are not? Let's see. But you know, every change starts from one person. So we can start today. And the whole idea is about being aware of that and then consciously use it in our lives. Okay? Good. So here you can see 12, it's okay. You can see 12 values which are universal values. We have mentioned many, many values, and actually all of them, they would be included in one of those values. These are the values that were identified by many people in the whole world within an international project in the 90s. So these are universal values. They were identified by people from different backgrounds, from different cultures, from different countries. So what kind of values are there? It's honesty, humility, cooperation, freedom, happiness, love, peace, responsibility, respect, simplicity, tolerance, and unity. Wonderful, right? I think so. Okay. So now, what we would like to introduce to you today is a values education program. This is something what is ready to use. And this program was created on the basis of those 12 universal values. It was created in 1996 when UNICEF and the Brahma Kumaris invited educators from different countries to reflect on those values and to create a curriculum, educational program that would be applicable, useful for everyone, regardless the faith or maybe no faith, regardless the background, the education. So Brahma Kumaris is an NGO, and we are representing the Brahma Kumaris. So it's an international organization that is actually looking into spiritual values. We are exploring and experimenting with spiritual values and applying them in practice. We are a global school, we can say. We are present in more than 120 countries. And wherever we are, we try to live those values, okay? So then in 2004, there was another organization established, Alive, which is Association of Living Values International. And since that time, the organization took on board this project and the program of Living Values Education. And now they are looking how to extend it, how to develop it, and how to spread it. It's also an international non-profit organization present in 40 countries. And all materials, which are now very rich, because you can see that this program has been already live for many years. So many educators from many countries have been contributing in the meantime. So right now, this resource became very rich, and everything is available for you to use. So later on, we will share the website and our contact details, so you can also use these materials and share them with others. Okay, next one, please. So what is Living Values Education Program? It is a program that looks at the person as the whole. So we take into consideration the intellectual needs, emotional needs, spiritual needs, physical needs. So like this, it is very comprehensive offer. And there are 3 age groups for which specific curriculum has been worked out. So one age group is between 4 and 7-year-old children, then 8 and 14, and then young adults. So we have 3 books in which there is a lot of materials dedicated specifically to those age groups. Okay, next one. And what is very special in this program, that it is not only for students, it's also for educators. And it's not about teaching, it's about becoming. It's about nurturing the hearts and educating the minds. But to learn, it means to become, in our understanding. So the educators, they are modeling the values, and then they create the atmosphere of trust, inclusivity, safety, so students can really take benefit. And then students, what they do, it's not like we tell them you have to be loving. No, we explore together, we experiment, and then we use it in some practical scenarios. So it's very practical program that we offer. And because it has been so many years already, there are also different sub-programs developed. So for street children or maybe for refugees. So it's really very rich material. And our pure desire is that people get to know about it and will use it for the benefit of children and also nature. So this is one example of one school. It has been used in many schools, and there are many testimonials. This one has been using this program for 20 years. It's a school in Kuwait, And this school changed into a family. It became a family, and the atmosphere there is very joyful, very light, and it of course helps students to learn. So not only the atmosphere is like that, but then the achievements are much better, the educational standards are much better, and even the attendance is much higher for both students and teachers, educators. Okay. So now, because we are in COP and we are all concerned with climate change and the state of our Earth, this is a special gift that was prepared by Living Values Education for COP27. And it's a beautiful gift because this is a book which is 180 pages, which is a collection of all classes, of all activities for children in those 3 groups related to the Earth. So the title is Caring for the Earth. And it's very beautiful. We have selected 2 values. One is simplicity, and the other one is caring. And very soon we will go into some more experiential activities so you can see what we mean by that. But basically, when we speak about this smaller children, the youngest group, this is more about storytelling. There are very beautiful stories in the book, which are very educational. So children learn by listening to these stories, by imagining. And then they see what they can do to become the friends of the earth. Very practical actions. And then for older children, there are also stories of love and respect, again. So they can see that each action matters, and everyone matters. And then we also explain the systemic or systems thinking, like from one individual, there is a ripple effect to the whole community. And then of course we have also some scientific input, for example, about dead zones in the ocean, about the diet, about CO2 emissions. So children can also understand and see through value lenses what we can do to contribute to the betterment of our world. And again, there are some specific examples of projects that can be taken up by children, so they can practically see the influence of what they want to do on the environment. And I'd like to say that this resource, it's a climate change resource for children and young adults. It is just an inspiration for you. It is like an open proposal for you, so you can build on it. It's not like you read and you do from this side, from this page to that page. This is just to inspire educators and children, so we can also contribute and then share. Okay? So now, I think we can experiment with some activities. Are you ready? Okay? So I would like to ask Piyush, purposeful or powerful, to take over. Please, Piyush.
Thank you, accepting Anita. So, you know, what we are going to do is now, we are going to make you a trainer. We are going to train you. So if you are to meet, I'm going to take the first book, which is the book for 3 to 7-year-olds. So I'm going to make you think like a 3 to 7-year-old. It's time to be a bit more loose and bit more childish. Are you ready with me? So I want you to get in that zone that now you're 3 to 7-year-old. Forget your bags of burdens on your shoulders and just relax. You're not here for any, you know, climate activities. Let's think like a child now, all right? So the first thing is that as a 3 to 7-year-old, we are saying is that helping our friends and the earth, and the animals and the earth. Now, how as a child I can contribute to make the earth or the world a better place? So the children connect a lot with the animals, and how also they can connect with the taking care of the earth in different ways. So we'll start off with reading a small story. And I want you to listen to the story very excitedly. So just imagine you're a 3 to 7-year-old who's listening to this story. So the story is about Rosa and David helping a little bird. You know, the story goes like this. Rosa gave a big yawn and stretched. Oh, what a pretty morning. She could see the blue, clear sky through her bedroom window. There was a fresh breeze dancing in her room, and she could hear the leaves rustling outside. It was a morning to wake up and be happy. She could smell the breakfast her mama was making and was almost to the kitchen when she heard her big brother yell, Rosa, quick! Bring me the scissors! Outside! Yelled David. David called Mama. Please, Mama, a little bird is stuck, yelled David. Mama and Rosa went outside, and there was David with a little bird in his hand. The bird had several long pieces of thread and yarn hanging from his foot, and a piece of wire was attached to it. He was caught in the tree, David said, with all this yarn and thread and the stuff we got stuck with. Do you think we can cut it off? Why, it's a turn, said Mama. She smiled at David. Soon, Rosa was holding the bird gently in her hand, and while David was carefully cutting off the yarn and the string. He looks scared, Rosa whispered to David. Don't be scared, she whispered to the bird. We like birds. Okay, now the hard part, said David softly. I'm going to try and get the wire off. The wire must have been there for a long time. Look, it's hurt, her claw. Part of the bird's claw was limp and just hung down. Rosa kept giving the bird love through her eyes. It took a while for David to get off the wire. As soon as he was finished, Rosa opened her hand, so her palm was flat and the tern flew away. It flew to a nearby tree and kept hopping from one branch to another, seeming surprised that it was free and not getting caught. Rosa and her brother just stood and looked at the bird on the branch. Wow, said Rosa softly. I think it is saying thank you. And the bird was chirping. And David smiled and said, me too, thank you. The little bird again chirped for a whole minute, and Rosa and David kept looking at the bird. And then she flew away. David and Rosa ran to the kitchen to get some breakfast. And Mama said, well, I want you to go and get some few things, but go with Rosa and take care of her. Will you take a good care? He says, yes, Mama, I know I can take good care. Mama says, you are big now, so I'm sure you will take care of her. As David smiled in relief and he was walking with Rosa, a funny thing happened. David was marching along and holding his sister's hand, and suddenly his mouth was shocked seeing something. Rosa looked and saw the most unusual thing. Guess what they would have seen? There was another small tree right next to where they were walking, and there were a lot of birds. And all the birds on the tree were unusual. Now, usually on a tree, David noticed that there are same flock of birds. But on this tree, there were all different birds, one of a kind. And, you know, there were a big beak, there was a gray bird, there was a white bird, a green and a yellow and a purple parrot. And there was also a fat, long, curved neck bird. They all seemed to be looking at Rosa and David. All the birds were looking at Rosa and David. And they were all quiet and they didn't move. So they just kept looking at Rosa and David. Except one. Right on a branch closest to them was a little bird that Mama had called a tern. The little bird chirped at Rosa, and then David and all the birds in the tree, they all seemed to nod. Is that the little bird we helped today morning? Asked David slowly. Rosa smiled, and with a great smile, she says, yes, I think it is. Rosa and David stood and just looked at all the birds, and the birds just looked at them. When David finally pulled Rosa away, she thought she heard the small bird say, those are the two I told you about. But that was impossible. Birds don't talk. And Rosa and David walked away. So that was the story of Rosa and David helping the bird. Now I want you all to just get into a pair. Two of you. Okay, since you both know each other. The two of you, and can you join her? Quickly. Ryan, can you join her? You can join them as well. The three of you. You know, you come in the front. Yeah. The gentleman, her, Jessica. No, you join the gentleman back, yeah. All right, so now I want you all to first of all answer to each other. Very simple question. I'll give you 3 questions, right? You answer in one go. Do you like birds? Of course. And what other animals do you like? That's your first question. Do you like birds, and what other animals do you like? Hi, welcome. Would you join the team behind? The 3 of them. The team behind you. Okay, you join here. Join here, yeah. So, I'll stand and speak. Is that okay? So, the question to you is, do you like birds? And which other animals do you like? Now, did Rosa and David do the right thing? And if they did, which value did they show? All right? First question was, do you like birds, and which other animals do you like? Did Rosa and David do the right thing, and which value they showed? And the last question is, how do we... Hello? Yeah. The last question is, how do we show love to animals and demonstrate it as a group? All right? So you all have 3 minutes for this. Each question 1 minute. And then the last question, you have to demonstrate it to us. How does the love feel like? And you have to demonstrate it. Off you go. Your time starts now. Think like a child. Remember. Done? 3 minutes, no? 11:07. So, would you take them now into meditation? All right, 30 seconds. Shantanu, ab mic. Okay, time's up. Okay, so let's start with the group in this middle. All right, we'll all listen to them. So my first question was, Do you like birds? And which other animals do you like?
Oh, I did do that one. I do like birds.
Maybe loud, yeah.
I do like birds. I used to be a bird watcher.
Okay.
And I really like insects. I like caterpillars and I like not spiders. Spiders aren't insects, right?
Okay.
Beetles. I do gardening, so I see a lot of life.
Wonderful.
I don't know my colleagues here.
Hedgehogs.
Hedgehogs, okay.
I would say I'm a dog lover, and I also like birds very much because I have a Alexandrian parakeet as a pet parrot back at home in Hong Kong.
All right.
Yeah.
So now, which value do you think Rosa and David showed as the two of them together?
I would say empathy and love.
Empathy and love.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Do I also have to answer the last question?
No, then the last question, you three have to demonstrate it together.
Okay, sure. Okay. Should we do it right now?
All right. So now they are going to show to us how does love feel like. So can you come here, please? We have some people watching. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. All right. So, you three are ready? So, I'll just make it quick and short. Do you believe, just give me one animal from the three of you, other than the birds. Which animals do you like? One or two max?
Cats.
Cats, okay. And one more?
Dogs.
Cats and dogs, okay. Right. And now, which? Okay, cats, dogs, and bats. Which value did the two of them resonate? David and Rosa.
Empathy.
Okay, that was the value? All right.
Yep.
And now, do you believe in love? So I want you to demonstrate love, the value of love. Come on, quickly.
We will do the same.
No, you have to do something different. Different. Okay, they are getting a heart done. Okay, not bad, amazing. Come on, clap for them, guys. Thank you. All right, the two of you. So, which other animals do you like? Just two.
I like dogs and bees.
Okay, dogs
And worms.
and worms. All right, now I want you to demonstrate love. Thank you. All right, now the people at the back. Come on, Jessica.
All right, so the first question, the two animals, right?
Yeah.
So he likes flies
Okay.
for some reason and snakes.
Okay.
What about you?
I love ducks
Okay,
and
good.
foxes.
Foxes and dogs.
Of course, everybody loves dogs. They're our best friends for 14,000 years.
Yeah.
And I have to say that my dog is my best friend. So
All right.
there's your answer.
Now I want you to three of you to demonstrate love. Please come. Oh, you have to. Yeah.
animals.
Come fast. Come
Okay.
fast. No, we are saying, what does love feel like? Okay, so you have chosen another value? All right, you can
Yes.
demonstrate that.
So love feels like the texture of the fur of an animal you're close to.
Oh, see how smart they are. Yay. Give them a chance. If, okay, you just have one, you just both, if you have to demonstrate a value or let's say demonstrate love, how would you demonstrate love towards our environment? We are connecting it with that. Come on, quickly. Just think of something.
Okay. I will demonstrate love like I'm cuddling my cat.
Okay, you're cuddling your cat. Very good. All right. How about you?
We demonstrate love. Yeah. Swimming in the sea with beautiful fish.
Wonderful. Okay, I want all of you to do something with me just last before I don't take a lot of time. So all of you just stand up and we're going to be demonstrating love together. All right? You ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, so I'll hand over to Simple Shantanu to tell us more about. So this is just, you see the kids, how they are demonstrating, how they are involved with the values, right? And we move on to the last segment of moving on from animals to appreciating trees and the environment. Yeah.
So as Piyush was taking you through a age group of 3 to 7 years old, I would demonstrate something with you. Without you, I can't. So with your help again, something to do with the young adults. Okay? Because we are taking inspiration from the Living Values Education System. And while Anita was sharing, she used a word which I really liked very much and I wanted to make you think over it. Do we want to become friends of Earth or do we want to become climate activists? When I say climate activist, I am defining or identifying myself with an action. But when I say I am friends of Earth, I am identifying myself with something which is eternal. If I say I am doing a job, my job is time bound. But when I say I am a friend to you, Leia, right? My friendship has no expiry date. So think over this word. Even words have the power of capturing the right intention. So do I call or do I invoke the children to embark on a journey of climate activism or embark on a journey of friendship? So let's do this activity. You all have your paper and pen. Just put a little dot on the center of the page. Okay? On the center of the page. Yeah, I saw it. Thanks. On the middle of the page, just put a little dot. And I would count from 1 to 10. Okay, I would count from 1 to 10. And in that counting, you have to keep drawing straight lines from the center to the edge. Okay? Just straight lines from center to the edge. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, 9.10, 9 point something, 9 point some more things, and 9 point something more, and then 10. Okay. Can you all show your beautiful artwork? Very nice. Well done. So now can you change the paper or take a different paper? Put a dot in the center. Put a dot in the center. Okay? And now I would again start the counting, but this time you have to draw straight lines from edge to the center. Okay? Start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So can anybody show it now? Can you, one of you maybe volunteer to share your experience while you were doing this? Which one was more difficult? The second one was more difficult? Why so?
Because you're coming from nowhere.
Because you're coming from nowhere. So beautiful.
You have a specific point to get to also, so you have to pay attention.
So you have to get to a specific point so you're more conscious. And then again also you don't know where you are coming from. So any other volunteers? Why the second activity was a little more difficult? So the idea is it is easier for us to expand. It is easier for us to go into the expansion. But to come into the essence, to come into what is really needful, it is difficult. It is easier for us to let go ourselves, wander around on too many things that might not be very important, but it is very, very interesting to see that when I want to come back to the essence of who I am, what I am here for, what should I be doing, it takes effort. So it's not a dangerous thing. It's good to know that it needs effort. Only then I'll be working on it. So this exercise showed me how simplicity can help me in coming down to the real needs that I want. So one of the things that we have in the Living Values program is one of the values called simplicity. So let me give you a little quiz. Okay? Now you're young adults and you are thinking about taking care of the climate, of the nature, of the earth. What are the simple things that you think that you can do will help nature, will help the climate? Can we have the mic? Go around. So you can pass it on, yes. Jessica.
Consume less.
Consume less, yes.
Plant a tree or a, shrubbery or something.
Plant a tree. Plant a tree. Anybody else? Yes.
Pass the message to others. Like
Message of what?
Of how to protect the environment, like nature, like teaching the children. So
good. But can you do it into an action? Like she said, I will consume less.
Okay, I understand.
He said, I'll plant a tree. What will you do?
I will drive less.
Drive less. Okay. So out of all these different, very simple activities, because only when I practice something, talking about it will make more sense, right? So these were all very simple activities. Let's take one activity like planting trees. Now, most of the times, people misread the value of simplicity as boring. But they do not understand that simplicity means only the essence, not the ornamentation, only the pure, hardcore truth, not the decoration, only that what is very, very essential. And that's why we have shared with you a paper on simplicity that defines out of our observation what simplicity is. And alongside that, we have a QR code that you can scan and download this special book that we mentioned for free of cost. You can download it and use it. So now, coming back to this activity of tree plantation, can you understand how simple this activity is? But do you know how powerful this activity is? Why? Because tree plantation is one of those simple actions that cater to all different climate issues at one time. You plant a sapling, you are actually purifying the air. You're planting a sapling, you are holding the fertile soil, and it is increasing the necessary carbon content into the soil. It is attracting rain. It is helping the groundwater table to get recharged. So what you are doing? One simple activity which is catering to various simple and critical problems. Land desertification, water table recharge, air quality. These are all big terms. So this is how in the Living Values education system we try to tell our students that the activity might look simple, but it has a big impact. For example, this little tree here, what it is doing right now is providing us fresh air, is taking up all the carbon. It is also avoiding mosquitoes because it's a mosquito repellent plant. So when we give such information, we also give necessary information to people that makes them feel valued. So, and also see how beautiful it is making it. So it's, can we go to the slide? So this is the activity that we just did. One simple thing that we can do. Next. So this is what they do. They create mind maps. Like I told you, planting a tree, what are the benefits? Similarly, we ask the students to take up any simple activity and create your own mind map. Can we go to the next? So this is something that we created. Like with tree plantation, we brought 3 approaches together. We brought the environmental aspect, we added values into the system, and we started assessing what changes people are going through when simply plant a tree through an app, a mobile app that we created. So living values is not just about talking abstract things about values, but it is also about bringing in real applicable format of that value. So for example, this little initiative, a person is planting a tree, we call it Kalpataru. So a person plants a tree, they register the sapling with the app that we have created, and for the next 3 months, they receive one important message every day on how to take care of the plant. What is the water cycle of that plant? What is the manure need of that plant for the annually? Plus, we also send them a message on how to take care of yourself, how to communicate with love. When you start communicating with love with your plant, you will not be shouting on your kids or shouting with others, because you are able to harness the energy of love, respect, tolerance, humility, peace, and all those things. So this was just an example where we see that values could be incorporated to meaningful projects, whereby simple activities have magnitude of bringing a very, very determined change. So over to you, Anita.
Okay, so have you enjoyed these little activities? Yes, was it fun and was it educating also? Okay, so you see these are just some examples what we can do with our children, with young people, to increase their awareness and their enthusiasm and their love. And many more activities like that you can find in the book, which you can download through this QR code that is on this little piece of paper that we gave you, okay? And we would like to finish with a reflection. You know, reflection, being quiet and emerging love, experiencing, feeling love is integral part of this Living Value Education program. There are many different activities, but always we want to also have time in silence. So even children can reflect and can tap to their love, and then they can share it with the whole world. So shall we try this kind of exercise now, just to finish? Okay? So sit comfortably, okay? Put your 2 feet on the ground, straighten your back. Please come. Wonderful, yes. Okay. And become still inside. You can close your eyes or you can keep them open as you wish. Just be comfortable. And take in a deep breath. Breathe in. And when you breathe out, relax your feet, your tummy, your shoulders. Take in another deep breath and relax all your muscles, the whole body. Become still. And now, let the light of peace surround you. Imagine you are surrounded by the light of peace. And now, I breathe in the light of peace. I become peaceful. I become calm. This peace is very safe. It makes me very comfortable. I feel at ease. And in this peaceful state, I think I am me. Deep inside, I am full of peace and love. I am naturally peaceful and loving. And as I think about the love, it automatically flows outside. I send love to the world outside. So now I remember all these little birds, or the big birds flying in the sky, all the animals on the ground, all the insects in the ground. I remember all of them, and I send them my love from my heart. And now I can also see the land, the mountains, beautiful rivers, and wonderful ocean. And I send my love and my gratitude. I am a loving being, and I am full of peace. So now I picture the light of peace around the whole earth, and the whole world becomes peaceful. I share my love and my peace from the heart. I send it to all creatures, to all elements of nature. I am peace and love. I remember this feeling. I take it with me, and I come back to this room. I'm aware, again, where I am, but now I remember I am peace and love. Thank you. So, yes, we have come to the end of our program. There is one more slide that we would like to share, very important slide, with contact information. And you can take a photo of the slide. You have also this information on this little piece of paper that we gave you. So really, this is our pure wish to all of you and to everyone to take a look at this beautiful resource and to use it and share it, because it's for free and it's really wonderful. And this is again just an invitation for your imagination to build on it. So if you have any questions, you can ask us now, but you can also send an email to communication@livingvalues.net. There are very loving and peaceful people there who will be very happy to connect with you and to help you with whatever your idea would be. So, yes, I think with this we would like to finish. And just we have one more thing for you to take. Please take a good wish for the earth and for you. And remember who you are. And keep sharing the peace and love you have, okay? So thank you very much, and let us keep in touch. So all the best to you. Thank you. Thank you.